From plates being pulled off tables to pets acting as if they sense an unwanted presence, here are 10 freaky alleged poltergeists caught on video. Number 10, this was the footage captured on CCTV in the Carrele Castle Hotel. The first camera shows a small dining area where a white, transparent figure resembling a person is seen waving its arm in front of the camera. This goes on for almost 30 seconds. Then the video cuts to another camera aimed at a bar. Right as this guy opens up the fridge, 2 bottles fall out from one of the compartments. Now, the first one is a bit understandable, as it seems to already be sitting on the edge, but a second bottle also follows after the first one, and it falls out at an angle that looks as if it were pushed. And then, in this final scene in public view for many guests to see, a glass suddenly breaks on the counter behind the bar. If you look closely, it appears that the glass fell down from above, probably where the other glasses were hanging. So, were these 3 strange events something of a hoax, a coincidence, or is the Carrele Castle Hotel really haunted? Number 9, so we see a young woman sitting and eating alone in a buffet. Moments after she gets up to get another plate, things start to move and fall off the table. We don't get to see what happens when she returns, but if this were to be a hoax, the participants would have had to have known where the surveillance camera was pointed and somehow attached strings to the objects on the table without catching any suspecting or curious eyes of employees. Plus, the reactions the people sitting at the other tables give isn't really something you would expect if they were looking at some strange guy sitting pulling strings to pull dishes off a table. You would expect them to look longer out of curiosity, but then again, maybe it's also not the kind of reaction people would give to something falling off a table all on its own. If this is a hoax, would performing it be a bit difficult? Probably. Would it be possible? Yes. Was it a hoax? That's up for decide. Number 8, in this one we see a guy shopping in a convenience store when a small pink object seems to float out. Just not visible, but despite whether or not the mysterious figure was still present, Mr. Simon is fully convinced that something otherworldly had appeared. To this day, he has no idea what exactly was inside his class and wonders if the camera will ever see this mysterious figure again. Just what was inside Mr. Simon's class in the Russian city of Kirov. A couple were driving down a highway when their dash cam caught footage of something pretty creepy. This video was submitted to me by Gregory P., who saw the clip on a local news station. Upon seeing what was captured, he immediately knew that the incident was anything but normal. As the couple drive down the road, they see this. Out of nowhere, a mysterious silhouette shows up in front of the car. Its sudden appearance was startling enough that the woman driving swerved upon seeing it. While it may seem like someone was actually standing there, something about them has led viewers to believe that this figure was no person at all. Given that they, or it, doesn't flinch upon seeing the approaching vehicle and also that they just manifest out of nowhere, it's believed that this was paranormal. Although it's hard to say for sure if that's so, at least it's certain that most viewers think something unexplainable was captured. Now, this next video was submitted to me by Sienna G., who received the following clip from her aunt. In the footage, Sienna's aunt is filming her son, who appears to be roaming around inside a room. Although initially thinking that her aunt had sent her a cute video of her little cousin, Sienna soon felt that something was off about the clip. It wasn't obvious at first, but upon watching it the second time, she instantly got chills. The clip, as it turns out, was sent to Sienna because something strange was captured. Have a look. Help, Mom, I got the stuff. Look like this, take it out, come on. As Sienna's aunt films her son, she catches something passing by in front of the camera, but it's really quick when it happens. At exactly 17 seconds into the video, a dark silhouette emerges from the left side of the screen before making its way across the room. By slowing the footage, one can see that something distinct is moving past the camera, but it's also when you slow the footage that the video gets even more creepy. Looking at the figure frame by frame, you'll notice that it has a full torso and also what looks like an arm. However, one thing is missing: its head. Despite moving pretty fast, we can still make out what looks like a body, but nowhere in sight do we see a head. This fact alone is what spooked Sienna and her aunt upon looking closely at the clip. If no one else had been inside the room, then what was this? A definitive answer to this question has yet to be given. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the music.
Horrible. I couldn't move for a whole week. There was a fly trap in the coffin too.
You didn't move for a week?
Yes, just lying down there.
This is after 7 days. This is when they dug me up.
But you are like...
This is the doctor who pulled me out. They thought I had a blood clot, so a medic had to check when I came out.
How did you feel inside? Bad?
It was horrible because I was in a coffin, so the floor was wood and my back hurt.
Your back, right?
Yeah, so I did 7 days buried alive and also spent 7 days in solitary confinement in a padded room with no interaction, no time.
Brother, you're crazy, huh?
Yeah, that one was brutal. Tyler, what else did we do?
I did 7 days on a deserted island which made me want to die. Then 7 days on a raft drifting, 7 days yes, and 7 days in an underground city, 7 days in an abandoned city.
My fans love watching me suffer, so I do things that make me miserable and they find it funny.
Wow, it's crazy.
So this is the hardest one?
This one?
No.
What would you say are the hardest, Tyler?
The solitary.
That ones are crazy.
Yeah.
Which are the solitary?
Here, I'll show you.
No one spoke to him in 7 days straight.
No phone? But where? S4, nothing.
In a white padded room.
Let me show you. It's pretty wild.
When did we upload this video, Tyler?
Is it an old one?
When did you start doing these? The videos and the channel?
Oh, I've been doing this since I was 11.
So you've been doing it for about 15 years. This is all you've ever done.
So this is the solitary confinement one.
It's just you in this white padded room, and you had no clue what time it is.
Oh my God.
And it's soundproofed.
Was this the hardest one?
And then there were 90 hours in, and that was all I had, so it was brutal. And see, you just want to tell simulation. The lights never turned off, so you don't see the sun or anything. Oh yeah, this one is so hard.
So that video, for example.
That got 100,
How many?
and people loved it. They love watching me suffer. 189 million views, 186.
Jimmy, so it's kind of just fun.
Which video has more views?
The most viewed? Yeah, is it the Squid Game still? I put 100 people in a circle, and the last one to laugh won $500,000.
Yeah, we recreated Squid Game in real life, and it got 600 million views.
This one has almost 500 million views.
So this video, 4% of the humans alive have watched.
So look at this. I said, I don't care how long it takes. The last one to leave the circle takes the $500,000 in the middle.
And it went on for weeks.